What's going on, world? Welcome back to today's discussion and back to my channel. I really appreciate everyone that's been supporting me thus far, so let's keep those likes coming in, keep giving those comments, and let me know what you think about my content and the topics that I share with you. Go ahead check out my skincare line as well if you haven't yet. All right, it's going to be there at the link in the description. And we'll go ahead and cut to the chase. So today, today's topic is about getting comfortable with your insecurities. Why it's so important for you to get comfortable with your insecurities. Now, let's just say this. Everyone walking this planet, no matter what you have, no matter what you look like, you have insecurities. Right? There's a lot of insecurities that harbor within us that we carry, right? But why is it so necessary for us to get comfortable with our insecurities? Well, our insecurities can affect us. So your insecurities can affect you, and your insecurities can affect your relationships with other people. So it's necessary to work on and be comfortable with your insecurities that you do have. So the first part is just addressing the insecurities that you have and what they are, right? And then so I just feel like a lot of guys maybe have problems in dates or with women. And sometimes a lot of guys are just trying too hard, right, on dates, or trying too hard to get women, and you're trying to figure out like what's the problem. And usually it leads to guys having to try to overcompensate for the departments they lack in, and they're trying to overcompensate because the insecurities are there, right? And the insecurities consume them, so they're trying to be a person that they're not. Some guys try to be overly funny, right? Too funny. Some guys just try to do things, try to wine and dine so hard a woman. You guys know what I mean. They just try so hard to be someone that they're not, rather than being who they are and being comfortable with who they are. And guys, how I always kind of looked at it is, even if you're someone that is a perfectionist, and you know, I've heard people say that, but you have to stop perfectionism. You got to get that out of your brain. The only thing that's perfect about anyone walking this planet is that we're perfectly imperfect. We're perfectly imperfect human beings. So that's number one. There's no way no one can be a perfect individual, or you should have these standards that are just so insurmountable that, you know, no one can reach. You can't reach. So you have to have reasonable expectations in regards to you and your expectations of others. So we can just start there. But first of all, you have to have reasonable expectations for you. Now, what do I mean by that? So there's certain things that you can change, right? Let's just talk about your physical appearance. There's certain things you can change, and there's certain things that you just can't change. There's certain things you got to live with. You got to live with where you came from. You got to live with, you know, your race, your ethnicity. You have to live with, you know, your height. There's certain things that you just cannot change. But let me give you this example, and this is how I always looked at it. I mean, I've never been a tall guy, right? So, but yeah, it would be cool to be a basketball player or whatever, you know, those tall guys kind of do. But you have to learn how to embrace what you do have, right? So not everyone is meant to be a basketball player. Not everyone is meant to be a bodybuilder or have a bodybuilder type physique. Though we may want that, those are some of our wants, but a lot of those things just aren't realistically attainable, right? Because like I said, there's just some things that we just can't change. So some people are meant to be certain things, and some people are meant to be certain things. Some people are built a certain kind of way, some people aren't. But this is the thing: learn to embrace whatever you have, and that is what attracts people to you. You ever notice that? People like people who embrace who they are, who they truly are. Now, I'm not saying not to elevate yourself. Everyone should elevate themselves as far as looks and appearance. But what I'm saying is, don't get too carried away with that you start to lose yourself, your true self. Because we're living in this society where everyone's constantly trying to keep up with the next person, right? Trying to keep up with the next person when it comes to looks or resources or whatever they have materially. That's a never-ending race, and that does promote insecurity, because then there's no contentment within you. So you have to think, at what point in your life are you going to be content with you, with what you have to bring to the table, with how you actually are, with being content with your likes and your dislikes, and voicing that respectfully. Don't get so caught up in what's going around in the world that you forget who you truly are, right? Because the thing is that how you truly feel, and whether you believe so or not, your insecurities can permeate into every single little thing you do. They will. So if you never address your insecurities, if you don't speak to yourself right, you won't speak to others right. It will always be shown that you're an insecure person, because you never worked on your insecurities. So one thing is that, like I said, you have to be comfortable. Get comfortable with what you are and who you are. How we speak to ourselves is very important. So guys, you have to understand, replace the negative talk with positive talk. Understand that opportunities, right? Or I'm sorry, obstacles are opportunities. Obstacles can be replaced with opportunities. So it's just a mindset shift that you have to have, and you have to look at life with. So it's very important. Also, make sure that instead of trying to compensate for what you don't have, make sure that you're doing all you can to try to embrace what you do have, right? So if I'm not 6'5" or 6'7", right, and let's say you're 5'9", and even if we're gonna do like I could put it like in sports terms, if we're gonna do like, I'm a point guard, be the best point guard, right? Be the best you can be within that role. Everyone in life plays a role. Everyone in a relationship plays a role. Learn how to play your role so effective that you can be the best in your role, right? You can be top 5 in your role, whatever your role may be. See, and that's gonna help you gain that confidence instead of always maneuvering with the insecurity type of mindset. All right, so guys, just get comfortable with who you are. Get comfortable within your insecurities, because people can tell, right? And like I said, that permeates into every single little thing you do and all your relationships, whether it's with a woman or a man, it doesn't matter, but it shines through. So you want to make sure you keep intact, and make sure you look at, hey, I'm insecure here in this category, I'm insecure in this category, I'm insecure in this category. What can I do to fix it? Am I speaking to myself the right way, right? Am I doing things to change? Like I said, there's certain things you can do to control or to fix your insecurities, right? So if you're a person that's out of shape, right, you can go to the gym. You can go to the gym, get on a diet, right? Stay disciplined. Next thing you know, before you know it, you are layer by layer definitely taking out that insecurity that you previously had, right? You're replacing it with action. So learn how to replace insecurity with action. Very important to do. And like I said, you can do that in words and you can do that in deeds. But in order for you to bring people towards you, in order for people to gravitate towards you, you can't be a person that has all of these insecurities, because it is going to be shown. So self-work is important, and we all need self-work, right? But it's important that if you have insecurities that are just plaguing you, right, day in and day out, you need to make sure we address those insecurities so that we can have an abundance mindset and we can increase our self-value. Because someone that has an abundance mindset and someone that has self-value, yes, they have insecurities, but they've learned how to work with their insecurities to the point where it's like their insecurities are just, you know, it's a fly on their shoulder. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't even bother them. Oh, this girl doesn't like me? Okay, no problem. See, when you're moving that way, in that abundance mindset and having that self-value, your insecurities are so minimal that you don't even move with that type of mindset anymore. You have a whole different mindset. Your approach to things in life is a whole different mindset. Not only that, you're someone that is not insecure and has an abundance mindset. You're also prepared for the things that could possibly go wrong. But like I said previously, you're using those obstacles as opportunities to grow, right? So there's a mind shift in even how you think and approach and how you view things, past, present, and future. It's a different mentality. And that type of mentality, having that growth, self-value, abundance mentality, is a mentality that's gonna, like I said, get people to gravitate towards you. Also, that's a mentality that's going to make you feel better about yourself, right? And that's what we want. I want everyone to be their best selves. So it's important to understand, at some point, guys, you have to get comfortable with your insecurities, address them, work towards replacing them with a different mindset. And again, you're going to see life is going to flow in abundance for you. And you're going to be so glad that you did the work. It does take self-work, right? So it does take self-work, but you're going to be glad that you did that self-work. You'll be a completely different person, and your life will move in a way more positive way. All right, so thank you guys for just tuning in. I really appreciate it. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.